morning all. Well, I say good morning because I'm doing this video as I start my day. So I hope you're all feeling really well. Today I want to talk about attachment. So as you know, I've been doing the Superman fast with at True Hawk Spirit. It's been an amazing team, so supportive. I'm really enjoying this journey. But it got me thinking about my attachment to food and how that reflects as well in terms of yoga. Like, where does that come in? Why am I thinking about that when I should be talking about yoga with you guys? I guess to share a small piece, before I started doing this fast, I was pretty fearful. I was a bit worried, like, how am I going to survive without food? Are you mad? I'm attached to it. I need it. But I have done so well. I'm so proud of myself. Like, it's so far been an amazing journey, and I've still got some more days to go. With attachment, let's think about that for a minute. What is attachment? Because you could think of an attachment as a connection, but they are actually, in essence, separate. So this morning, obviously I was having my shower, I was looking around, looking for inspiration, and I thought about this. I have a shelf and I have hooks on the shelf, and the hook is connected to the shelf. If I take the hook off the shelf, they still function separately. They don't need each other to function. The hook is still the hook and the shelf is still the shelf. My toilet, however, the cistern and the toilet were designed to be attached, to function together. So that would be an attachment. If you take one away from the other, it's not really serving its full purpose. And then if you think about that in terms of how we attach to relationships with people, and we can put the premise of, say, for example, happiness outside of ourselves and put that attachment onto somebody else, that they need to fulfill a need for us that really we should be fulfilling within ourselves. So we should be having connections in our relationships, not really attachments. That's where a lot of issues can arise within our relationships, within our worlds. If we attach to things, then we have a need for them. Same with, I used to smoke. I don't, no more. I think about 2.5 years now. It was a long battle. Many years I tried to stop. Never happened. Has happened. Really pleased. And I did used to worry about, who will I be with the people that I am around, who there were quite a few that still smoked. Who will I be around them? Am I going to be able to be around them? Because I was attached to what smoking brought me. And I guess attachment is a big thing with an addiction as well. So as in terms with recovery with Ike, and he spoke about, different types of addictions. They all form a part of an attachment. Whereas, say, a social smoker is probably just connected to smoking, not attached, because they can put it down whenever they want and just pick it up again whenever they want. But they have a connection. They understand the everyday smoker because they've connected on that level. So thinking about all of those things, then I'm like, okay, but what does that have to do with yoga? So in terms of yoga, I did look it up because I'm still learning as well, and you are learning with me. I have brought up a little piece here, and I'm going to read it to you as best as I can, because there are words that I probably don't know how to pronounce properly myself. Aparigraha. Oh, no. Let me say that again. Aparigraha is the last yama in Patanjali's 8 limbs of yoga. It often translates to non-greed and non-attachment. The yamas are essentially moral guidelines by which to live with regard to our relationship with ourselves and the world around us. These moral codes can be applied both on and off the yoga mat, helping us to practice not just for the benefit of ourselves, but for the world around us. So the yamas are ahimsa, non-violence; satya, truthfulness; asteya, non-stealing; brahmacharya, celibacy or right use of energy. And then lastly, by no means least, is aparigraha, which often translates as a non-greed, non-possessiveness and non-attachment. So This important yama teaches us to take only what we need, keep only what serves us in the moment, and to let go when the time is right. Let your concern be with the action alone and never with the fruits of the action. Do not let the results of your action be your motive, and do not be attached to inaction. Krishna. So, having that all in mind, it makes us really think about what we project outside of ourselves and what we attain inside of ourselves. So yoga is very much an inward journey, as I've said before. And if we place our inner power outside of ourselves with attachment, we're giving our power away. Hopefully this has been useful to you. I will add on a pose today that I hope will help with attachment and release. So it's going to be called the fish pose, and it will open the heart and the throat. So especially if you have some traumas that maybe need to be released, your heart is a bit blocked, your throat is a bit blocked, maybe your voice is a bit unheard, it's a great way to channel through that release and to bring back attachment to yourself, for your heart and your voice. Just to add, don't forget to follow Child of God Online on YouTube and subscribe. Also click follow here on @Child of God Online Insta page. And then don't forget, I'm doing the fast, guys. Give me some support. Nip on over to @TrueHawk Spirit and like the page there too. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to show you fish pose. The purpose of fish pose is to strengthen the abdomen, the chest, the throat muscles, and open the throat muscles. It also strengthens the hips and the upper back, but it's also a great way for detachment, for letting go, releasing any blockages through the front channel of the body. And also where you rest your head backwards, that enables a different flow of blood, which can also help to enhance a sense of new perception, which is kind of what we're trying to gravitate towards. If you do find it difficult to raise your chest, you can always use a block to support the back there. I would recommend again to look online and find yoga teachers such as Yoga with Adrienne, Brett Larkin is a good one, also Kayla Itzen is really good. So if you check them out for the more detailed variations of fish pose, that would be more useful maybe. So start sitting up straight with your legs stretched out in front of you. We need to place our hands behind our hips because they're going to support us there for the arch. So as we stretch back, we're arching our back at the top there, and we're just letting our head drop back. It's not to rest on the floor, it's just to drop back. So we should be supporting and raising our chest, stretching all the way through. That feels good. Obviously you come up gently. Now you may feel slight pulling across your shoulders, and you may have struggled with the arch in your back. As I said, that's what you use the yoga block for. You can place it behind you to help increase that arch and get more support to the upper back. But as I said, I'm not a qualified certified yoga teacher. So always feel free to hop online to YouTube and check out the yoga teachers there if you wish to delve deeper into the pose. And I thank you for joining me today.